When I first started these videos, I wanted to make one a week, with each week being a review of the progress I made. Unfortunately, last week I failed to make a video, so this video will consist of the content created for the past 2 weeks. I feel both ahead of schedule and behind schedule. With only 8 days left and not having a playable game, I definitely feel like I'm behind, but the look and feel of the game so far has exceeded my expectations. One of the larger updates is the addition of villagers, villager housing, and job locations. To help make the villagers seem more intelligent than the prey AI, I utilized the built-in Godot A-star algorithm. The A-star algorithm will help the villagers navigate the map quicker and more accurately. While working on the villagers, I ran into several roadblocks. One of them was the collision of two villagers. Once they collided, they would stop all movement and cease to function. At first, I thought this was a coding issue and spent way too long working on that before I realized it was actually a mapping issue. While creating this test map, I accidentally created several choke points with high traffic flow. When two villagers tried to navigate in opposite directions through these choke points, they'd collide. The solution was to add more paths, allowing a more circular route instead of a linear one. With this simply being a test map, I did not spend too much time perfecting it. This is something to keep in mind as I develop the final playable map. I also spent some time working on the Predator NPCs. Right now their AI is set up so that they spawn during the night. They do their best to navigate to the center of town. After they reach the center of town, they'll start wandering around in a random direction in an almost search-like pattern. And then once the day arrives, they will navigate to the edge of the map and teleport off. Just as with the villagers, the predators kept bumping into each other and then cease functioning. Unlike with the villagers, I attempted to experiment with changing the collision shapes and also experimenting with the predators jumping if they ever are in the same spot for at least 1 second. I have not fully implemented combat yet, but the next step for the predators will be adding the ability for them to see things to hunt, stopping what they're doing, and chasing after them. This includes the player. With only 8 days left in the game jam, I do not believe I'll be completing this game. The closest I can do, though, is release a playable game. To do this, I will need to complete the combat and the trading. If time permits, I want to add sound effects to increase the horror aesthetic. Without sound effects, the game will be significantly more boring and less scary. I also would love to be able to add models for the player, the NPCs, and the different types of beasts. This will be the hardest goal because I'm not very artistic, so it'll take me significantly longer than the time period allows.